Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? All right, excuse my tardiness. I just made this pizza here because I'm freaking starving, but I got a Tetrazzini to make now. I don't even know what that is, but I did a little bit of research before starting the stream, and by a little bit I mean like a pretty good amount. Oh, this is weird. I upgraded and I got a freaking wireless headset now, so we're kind of going pro. No big deal. Um, so pretty basic recipe, to be honest. I'm gonna put my own little magic into it. Definitely. Just trying to get my brain organized. Cause I need a pretty good amount of stuff. So we got flour. We got our chicken stock cubes. I'm gonna be putting some rosemary in there as well. Um, this pizza is obnoxious, but it's here to show off just a little bit, cause otherwise, who else is gonna notice? Like, who else can enjoy this visually but me? Forget the tastiness. That's fine. I'll enjoy that myself. Okay. Yeah, so pretty good for prep, I think. Just a matter of execution now. Mm, the last thing that I need is gonna be a baking pan or like a casserole dish. Got my oven preheating at 450 degrees Fahrenheit, of course, not Celsius. I might start a fire in my damn house if I had that 450 Celsius. Let's pull out a casserole dish. Risky. But we got long limbs. Okay. Just got, my mom's casserole dish. Should be perfect for this. We're gonna need it at the very end. We're not gonna need it for a little while. So this pizza is actually distracting. I'm not gonna lie. um, I'll put it away. I'm still hungry though. Oh my god, I'm excited for this. I made a pizza, but I'm still excited for the Tetrazzini. So yeah, like I said, pretty straightforward. We need a chicken going first. So I'm gonna do medium high heat. I've got 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. If you can get them skinned, like with skin on them, that's also very good. But we're gonna be shredding this chicken, or at least attempting to shred the chicken. See how that goes. But yeah, I've had this chicken out for a little while, about 45 minutes, and I did that with purpose. So the purpose of that is to kind of temper, so bring it up to closer to room temperature, like the whole breast, so that it cooks more evenly and easily. Yeah, what up, MLP the Chad? Yo, I will do that. I'm not making ravioli today, but next time I do ravioli, I'm gonna be chucking it right at this tile here. I guess you can't see, but some of this stuff right here. I mean, hopefully it doesn't leave a dent. It will probably crack it if anything, and that would be my mom would be upset to say the least. But yeah, we got some olive oil heating up in this pan. A really good amount. Honestly, this is too much freaking olive oil. So I'm just going to take some of it out. It's like, as long as your pan is coated nicely with oil, you're chilling. Big chillin'. Alright, that is spicy hot. Actually, it could definitely be hotter. Um, can be difficult to tell sometimes with a um, electric stove because the like electric stove top, even though I cleaned it today, it can have some stuff on it, and like if I lift it up, it might smoke. And I'm like, oh, I see smoke. I'm like, oh, my oil is hot. Nope, it's just my goddamn element, which is a little bit of a drawback. Alright, so for ingredients today, pretty straightforward. Where my mushies go? I'm gonna bring everything out on screen first, and then we'll get started. So yeah, obviously we got our chicken, chicken right here, looking good, looking hot. I mean, not yet, but looking good, that's for sure. I don't know why I just put my hand over the element, but I did. All right, so yeah, I got that heat is that oil is hot, hot heat now. That's good. So today we got this is just 2% like whole milk. And then we got whipping cream, it's 33% fat content. Then I bought a freaking pound. I'm gonna be chopping these up like ASAP. So a pound of mushies, just white, plain white mushrooms. And I'm gonna be adding green peppers, which is not traditional, but that's okay, because we can do what we want here. A white onion, a whole white onion, and a little bit of broccoli, and possibly some spinach. We'll see. I'm still considering the spinach. And as far as spices go, okay, that is most definitely hot. Don't want that to start smoking too much. I mean, at all, really. I don't think I hit the smoke point, but for spices and herbs, we've got dried oregano, dried basil. I'm also going to be putting a recipe in the description of my YouTube channel when I upload this. We got thyme and Italian parsley as well. Pretty, classic. But here's the curveball right here. My dad actually he came in clutch. I couldn't find any at the grocery store, but this is nutmeg. So that'll be nice. Really, really nice. Just a little bit of nutmeg for that bechamel. Classic, classic. And put these creams back into, well, milk and cream back into the fridge. And in the meantime, this oil is hot, hot, hot. So we're gonna get this chicken right up in there. My fingers are clean, I promise. And the great thing about stainless steel pans is that the fibers of the pan, like the steel, when the pan gets hot enough, the like microfibers of the pan, they actually like open up, and it's kind of like a phenomenon where so if you like you can test it with water. So if you get your pan really hot, then put a little bit of water in there. I'll do a test actually, and you guys can see. But yeah, so if you get your pan really hot, then chuck some water in there. I'm just putting a little bit of salt on top of these bad boys. Not gonna go crazy with the seasoning. Okay, yeah, you get your pan really hot, and then chuck some water on them bad boys. Just like a little bit, and you can see the effect take place. So basically, what happens is the like water itself is steaming at the same time. Okay, so basically, it creates like a steam layer around this little water droplet, and the steam layer sits on top of the stainless steel pan, which has opened itself up, and it like travels along the top of the stainless steel pan. This is what I've learned. This is what I heard. Haven't actually like used a microscope to test this out. Oh, I didn't even. I turned my pan off. That's bad. It's back on medium high, or just yeah, a little bit above medium. Um, but yeah, so that little water droplet gives you a good representation of how um, stainless steels are non-stick, so that's how you can have the water droplets like roll around on top of the pan or pot or whatever stainless steel appliance you're using. You can do it with other stuff too, um, but that's kind of how it works with like meats and chicken and veggies or whatever you put on there that might stick. Yeah, I'm looking for a nice golden brown on that chicken, so we're just gonna have medium now. Okay, I'm gonna fly through these mushrooms actually. I ain't got time. I mean, we got time, but like, we don't got that much time, you know what I'm saying? Because this already, like, it's projected to take about an hour and a half, which is not too bad. But the bechamel itself is gonna be a bit of a pain. Oh, okay, so I already screwed up. But, you know what? This is fine, because we're home cooking right now. There's no chef barking over my shoulders, so we're chilling. Typically, probably be best to like cube or dice these mushrooms, and I could still do that. Could definitely still do that. I might chop them a little bit finer. We'll see. Um, but to be honest with you, I actually kind of like thicker mushrooms. You get that like a little bit of a mushroom chew, and it'll be nice because that they're thicker because we're gonna be adding some wine to these mushrooms. And it'll soak up more flavor. Like mushrooms are little sponges, really. That's why they disintegrate so much when you're cooking them. There's just so much. It's basically just all water in here, like a mega cactus or something. So yeah, I'm just rough chopping these. Whatever. Like, doesn't matter too much. As you can see, like I'm not even being consistent with my technique, but it's fine. It's fine. Nobody is going to judge me. If you do, well, you have a right to do that. It's fine. I'm not judging myself for this. You know, just little home sliced mushrooms. Homey sliced mushrooms. I'm actually not going to do all these. It's a pretty damn good amount. Calls for about a pound of mushrooms. Save some of these for my omelet tomorrow. That'd be nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. I got 4 mushies left. I will stick those back in the bag. I got my other pan here heating up for my mushrooms. Let's get some oil in there. Pretty good amount of oil. Like maybe teaspoon? A little over a teaspoon. Yeah, I also have celery. I didn't mention celery. This is also not like traditional, but it can be traditional in the sense of when you make any sort of meat sauce, you do it with a sofrito, which is basically an Italian mirepoix, and the celery is part of the trifecta. So typically it's celery, onion, and carrot. And we're not doing carrot today because I don't want that like orangeness in there. So we're just doing a little bit of celery and onion as our sofrito, and that I think it'll give it a nice authentic flavor. Chicken is browning nicely. Yeah, it is sticking though, which is I'm a dumbass. I should have left the oil in there. That abundance of oil was actually probably a smart thing. There I go second guessing myself, but that's fine because I've got white wine. So anything that's stuck, that's flavor, baby. That is flavor. It'll go into a sauce. So no problems. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this to heat up. And we'll chuck this in and get chopping again. So I want this to be nice and hot. And you can tell how hot the oil is by how loose it is. I don't know. I know that there's a term for it, like viscosity, but I can never remember if it's more or less viscous. I think probably less viscous. No, more viscous. Yeah, I have no idea. Like viscosity is definitely like thickness of a liquid, I think. I say definitely, and then I think. But yeah, I kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about. So yeah, whatever. When the juicy oil becomes extra juicy and just rolls around the pan nice like that, then you know it's really nice and hot. Um, you can also wait until it's like it'll start to kind of smoke a little bit, and that's sometimes when I chuck the whatever I'm going to be putting in there because whatever you put in there will drop the heat considerably. Don't forget to hydrate, ladies and gentlemen. I know it can be very distracting, I guess. Like being in the flow state while you're cooking. Yeah, this chicken is good to go. Nice little flip. Look at that. That's the golden brown chicken. I'm gonna show it off. Oh, it was showing off there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but nice golden brown. That's what we're looking for. Perfect right there, baby. Perfect. That's what I like to see. All right, this is definitely ready. You can also see it's smoking now, but the oil kind of fingers outwards like that, and that's how you know it's nice and hot. So we're going to not throw our pan around the kitchen because that's actually pretty dangerous. So we're gonna get the mushrooms in here. Yeah, this is a lot of mushrooms. Um, yeah, typically I wouldn't chuck all of these in here. So why would I do it now? Let's see. Because these are gonna reduce down like considerably. What I can do is I can put these mushrooms off to the side. I'm hiccuping, excuse me. Put these mushrooms off to the side. And I can add them into that other pan when I deglaze it. That would be nice. Because we don't want to crowd our pan too much, because that can cause issues. Stuff doesn't cook evenly. And if we want to get that nice, like, kind of char on our mushroom, then it just kind of sucks to crowd the pan in that sense. You don't mind me still trying to eat this pizza. What's up, Mom? How you doing? Yeah, Mom's great. Oh yeah, I can chop stuff. So, let's get this onion good to go. Personally, I like to chop my onions like this. We're gonna be dicing them. I want them to be kind of uniform. This is the classic technique. I'm sure you all have seen it before, but it's I'll show you in a second once I get this damn hardy skin off. But that's a good sign. The skin is clinging to the onion. You know that shit is fresh. Hell yeah. Fresh onion, yes please. More of that. Okay. Yeah, so this is just the classic technique where you can also be a little fancier with it. Don't really need to. Personally, I don't really like to do this, but I'm gonna show you another technique. You can also slice it like this. Because like the onion already has sections here, so it's not. Personally, I don't think it's super necessary, but I just thought I would show that to you guys. Typically, you can just. Yeah, I just sharpened my knife. Doing this, like, I didn't do a very good job. I'm still learning how to sharpen my knife. Okay, so yeah, I also just got this new headset. Just freaking turned off on me. Um, Not really sure what that is about. This chicken is good. I'm gonna take that off the heat now. Just let that sit for a sec. 'Cause it's difficult to pay attention to that at the same time. But yeah, I just got this new headset. I'm not really sure why the hell it just turned off on me, but definitely gonna have to figure that out. Cause can't be having this thing turn off. At least it told me. If it turned off, like it beeped at me, if it turned off and didn't tell me, oh my god, that would be so sad. Alright, let's chop this. Like, chopping onions like this with a dull knife is the worst. I did my best sharpening my knife. I just used one of these bad boys. Just a normal whetstone, 4000 and 1000. I didn't get to the 4000. I was in a little bit of a rush. I was already late as it was. Yeah, okay, we're getting some browning on that onion or mushroom. And that's super tasty stuff. A chef of mine actually, I was working in an Italian restaurant. A chef of mine said, if you don't bring your onions to like black, that shit isn't tasty enough. He really like would just crank the heat and get a nice good char in the mushrooms. So don't be too worried about them. But if you're looking for that, he wouldn't move them. So like he'd chuck them in the pan with the hot heat and just like let them sit where they are, wherever they sit, until they start to like smoke pretty much. And then he would start tossing them. And to be honest, it was really freaking good. Um, we did that for a gnocchi dish. It's like a gnocchi cream and mushroom sauce. Really, really, really tasty. Okay, so I'm gonna get this chicken out, and I'm actually gonna put it in a baggie. Oops, I'm going to the freezer for a baggie. Get it together, Connor. Holy, where my baggies at? Okay, so why I'm doing this is because this is gonna kind of steam the chicken a little bit, and if we're gonna be tearing it out, then I pride myself with my chef fingers, but it still fucking hurts. Don't do this at home, kids. I'm a trained professional. Ooh! Yeah, it's hot. So, we're putting it in the bag now. Ooh, I just had a flash of inspiration. Do we have Worcestershire? I'm pretty sure I bought some. Yes, we do. Okay. So, Worcestershire, definitely usually better with beef. Like, this is kind of odd to put it with chicken. But since we're doing cream sauce, I think it's going to be okay. Just putting a little bit. I guess it's too late. I put a little bit of Worcestershire in there. And Worcestershire actually, as far as I know, I heard this somewhere. It's just rolling around in my head. That Worcestershire actually tenderizes meats. So that will be really nice. These mushrooms are looking good. We're just gonna let this sit. Like, I don't have so much, as you can see, like I don't have that much Worcestershire. I just have enough that it kind of is all over the chicken, like coating the chicken. And that should add a little bit extra flavor. Definitely not traditional. Don't, any Italians in the chat, don't shoot me. Yo, what is up, Jonas? Nah, tongs? Tongs are for pussies, dog. Okay, these mushrooms are looking great. What we're gonna do now, so, all this in here, this is flavor, fellas. This is flavor. This is the chicken, part of the chicken stuff. Nice golden. What we're gonna do is we're gonna heat up our pan, and then we're going to chuck some white wine in there. And the white wine will help lift all that off there and kind of have like a nice juicy sauce on the bottom. And that is ideal. These mushrooms are good. So I'm going to do these mushrooms in batches actually. That's the plan. That's the plan I'm having at this moment. I need another. We can chuck it in here. Yeah. And yes, it is a wireless headset. it's for safety reasons. So I definitely tripped over the cord, like the first stream that I did. So wasn't too keen on doing that again. So I decided to upgrade. Although I am broke, it is a worthwhile investment. I mean, I'm not that broke, but you know what I'm saying. Like this is my livelihood, dog. Worth it, definitely worth it. Although it is giving me troubles, we'll troubleshoot them as we go along here. If it turns off again, I'll Google it. Okay. I just have to wash that pan off because got a little bit of burnt marks on there. Okay, that's hot. I'm all over the place. You gotta be quick, gotta be on your feet, and gotta be attentive for this. Okay, bring that back. It's not going nowhere. Let's get our white wine in there. And we're gonna just, actually I'll use a spoon for that. Just gonna lift. These are called souks, S-U-C-S. Heard that from one of my chefs. Souks. And we're gonna get them off the damn pan. Off the bottom of the pan. Keep them inside the pan. We don't want them on the walls or nothing. But yeah, keep that in the pan. This is how you make pan sauces as well. Okay, and I'm actually going to be chucking the mushrooms that I cooked already in there. And the flavor will incorporate nicely. It's a Sauvignon Blanc, whatever. Excuse my, pardon my French, bros. And girls, bros and girls. And I don't know the terminology, but you know, everyone else too. I love all y'all. Okay. Get the rest of our not cooked mushies in here. Looking good. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this off the heat now. Let's give them a taste, a little flavor saver. Okay. That wine is fruitier than I anticipated. But it's fine. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm not worried. Y'all can worry, but like, I'm the only one that has to eat this. I'm definitely gonna bring some to my dad, because he came in clutch with that nutmeg. Okay, no, it's actually really good. Cannot complain about that wine. Just had to grow on me a little bit. Okay. Mushroom out. Mushroom overboard. That can be turned off. So I'm gonna be working on the Béchamel next. I'm gonna pull out some butter. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably something to do with that. Yeah, my mom's definitely gonna get some of this food. Hey, cooking Wednesday, although it is Tuesday, but I guess it's Wednesday for you, Aussie folk. Okay. Tetrazzini Tuesday, just, I don't know, Tetrazzini Wednesday? I don't know. I don't know, it doesn't sound as good. Doesn't roll off the tongue as much as Tetrazzini Tuesday. Love it when things work out like that. Okay, I didn't even get these onions chopped, so let's chop these quick. And I'll clean off my knife. And cut some butter. Butter for the boys. I love butter. My God. I know I ranted about this last time. Always get unsalted butter. Please always get unsalted butter. You will thank yourself later if you're salting your food yourself. It will make a big difference in like how you gauge how much salt is in your dish. Makes a big, big difference. Okay. And also remember, okay, let me move these pans around so y'all can see better. Remember that salt squeezes stuff. So me salting these mushrooms is gonna help moisture come out of them. And mushrooms are pretty much like all moisture, really. Okay. So a little bit of skin there. So you can see like these are pretty rough, like not the nicest cut, but you know it's not the end of the world, really. As long as you're not crying by the time you're done onions, this is success. Um, I mean, it happens when you like slice the cells of the onion in, like let's say you have a dull knife. Dull knife and onions, that is just asking. It's asking to get juiced and cry because it kind of ruptures more of the skin cells. If you have a like really sharp knife, like a crazy sharp knife, you're not going to be crying as often because it's going to be just like slicing through the cells, like minimal amounts of cells, because it just goes. But instead, if it's dull, it kind of goes like as it's going down through the skin, it's like, or through the onion, it's going like instead of just straight down. You know what I'm saying? Need a little diagram, but I think that was adequate. Okay, so gonna get because this pan is small. Like you can, if you have a bigger pan, like if I was using this pan, I might have all these mushrooms in here still. And then I would chuck in the rest of my stuff, aka onion and celery I also need to chop. By the way, I'm doing these mushrooms on a like medium low. Let's move this to my off-screen plate, my prep plate. And yeah, well, the celery can wait until I chop some butter off. For sure, for sure. Okay. Mmm, butter. Sounds like frickin' Homer Simpson. Okay, so probably about, I think it's like 3 tablespoons of butter, maybe more. Doing this on a low heat, I've just had this pan on a low heat the whole time. I just want to nicely melt that butter. Don't want to go crazy with the heat with your butter, it'll burn really quick. But we can also look for, like we're looking for a bit of browning on that butter for sure. Okay, I'm gonna add the rest of my cooked mushrooms in because I did them in batches. Pan is not quite large enough. My jank other prep dish does the job though. Mushroom down. 5-second roll. Okay, so half of these mushrooms have wine in them, just like something to be aware of. The other half do not. Same as half of them. Like I did, I wasn't really like all there, but I did half the mushrooms with wine, and that couldn't be helped because I was cooking the other half in a different pan. while I was deglazing, but I didn't even salt the ones that I wined. That's fine. It'll all come together eventually. Okay, so now we're working on a bechamel sauce. Bechamel, very simple. Can be kind of scary, but do not be afraid of it. Got a little bit of garlic here already chopped up. I'm gonna chuck in. Add some depth. This may be ill-advised to be honest, but like butter and garlic, I don't know. I just can't resist. I cannot resist. I'll just dump some flour in there. It's fine. Typically, I eyeball this stuff because I'm kind of a maniac. But I know we're going to be using a lot of milk, so I'm not going to worry about this too much. You basically want to have, like typically, you want to have equal parts butter and equal parts fat and equal parts flour. And then you should be able to create like lumps. Probably actually need more flour in here. Because we're creating a roux right now, that's what we're doing. It's the base of a bechamel sauce. R-O-U-X, if you want to Google that. Again, everything will be in the description at the end. I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube later. Right now, I just want to cook the flour a bit. Because if you don't, it'll have a really distinct, like, floury flavor, and that's kind of gross. Trust me, I have had that happen before, and it's pretty difficult to cook out. I was doing a mac and cheese with like a roux, and yeah, that did not go very well. I couldn't really revert it. Yeah, dude, screw salted butter. Haha. Hey, bear's totally different. Bear's like exotic. Salted butter is just like blasphemy. It's why I don't like it is because you can't control the amount of butter or the amount of salt that's in your butter. You know, so can make things a little bit more unpredictable. So like if I'm okay, this is browning nicely. In fact, it's very close to burning. But if we look, in fact, I did burn it. I'm gonna taste it. It might be fine. It might be a 911 situation, and we might need to scrap that because burnt. I also have garlic in here, but like burnt flour is trash. Oh yeah, that's garbage. Dang. Okay. 911. That is going into the garbage. Feels bad. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. But screwing up, um, like I would always just rather start over if you burn your roux. It's not worth. I've done it before, where I burned my roux and I tried to salvage it because I was too cheap. Actually, maybe I didn't have enough flour left over or butter like or something, but for whatever reason I decided to try and like stick with it. Nope. I think I ended up having to go to the store and then like just start all over again, which is a bummer. But trust me, if you burn a roux, you can't save it. Good luck. Good luck trying. I have already made that mistake. It's really sad. If you like just barely burned it, that one was pretty burnt. But if you just barely burn your roux, then it can be okay. It adds a bit of like a caramelly flavor, but there's like a point of no return, and that was most definitely that. Let's try that again. Yeah, it just turns off again. That's super weird. I'm definitely gonna have to look into that. I'm really glad that it tells me, but that's so silly. Alright, feels bad. It's alright, my mushrooms are still chilling. They're alive. Not dead. You know, these things happen. No problem. Let's give these mushies a taste. Definitely more salt. And I'm gonna wind these before I put them off to the side. And we're using white wine. Like, you can use red wine as well, but using white wine because it just it goes better with white sauces. Kind of seems like a no-brainer, but at the same time, like, you know, you could try it. I think I have, in fact, and it makes sauces look like purple, like a dark purple. It's kind of gross looking, like kind of browny dark purple, more on the brown side, um, and it doesn't taste very good. So you could try if you want. I have no shame in that, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. Okay, I can get some mushrooms on here or onions. Jonas, would you mind actually looking up, or somebody, would you mind looking up? These are HyperX Cloud 2 wirelesses. You mind looking up and seeing like why it is that they keep turning off? That'd be super helpful. If you could, thank you. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. We're gonna turn that heat to a low. In fact, I'm just gonna turn the heat off. Because I don't want to risk burning that again. It's like eating pizza off to the side. Okay. Let's try this again. Should be good. I'm one of those cooks that just freaking eyeballs everything. Cause like I like, oddly enough, I really enjoy like messing something up and then fixing it. It's really fun. It's like, oh shit, what did I do? Oh, okay, we fixed it. Like, how can we fix this? What can we do? All right, we fixed it. And I feel like I learn a lot that way. Takes me a lot longer to reach my goal, but hey, whatever. It's more of a stable um, reaching of my destination, we can call it. Yeah, I want this to be just teensy bit. This one isn't gonna get garlic. It's fine. So now we're just gonna cook it off. Oh. Ah, that's gross, but thank you. That's so weird. I disagree with that. I feel like that's more of a design flaw. Okay, then we can get these onions going in here. This is nothing special. This is just olive oil. I put too much in my chicken pan originally, so I put it off to the side. I actually have not made very many roux. Like in my life, I've probably made like 5, maybe 6, maybe 6. Okay, it is getting to that point where it's like, okay, getting brown. So we're gonna take that off the heat, cause I'm afraid now. I'm scared. I don't want to mess up another one. Might look that'll look really bad. But we get our milk in there, just a little bit to start. That was actually a lot more than I should have, but it's fine. Yeah, okay. So now the fat's the fats are going to bind with the flour. And you'll see it's starting to come together into solids. That's good. You just don't want lumps. No lumps in this bechamel. You want, yeah, there we go. It's working, yo. We got a roux. Hell yeah. Okay. Heat off. I'm turning the heat off. More milk, please. Yes. Yes. We've got a bechamel coming. Ladies and gentlemen, a bechamel. Fingers are crossed. And we're winning. We are winning. It's alright, second time's a charm. That's what they say. Cool. That's great. Please don't fall into the pan. Thank you. Let's get I got some, hold on. I made like pizza, so I got little nubbins here. Just gonna chuck that red onion on there too. Because you know what? Red onion deserves to be brought into the picture. I freaking love red onion. A little bit sweeter. Really, really tasty. I think the reason why you wouldn't want to have red onion is because it does stain. Wow, that is a that's an embarrassing chunk right there. Don't look. Stop. Don't look. Don't look. You're not looking. I know you're not looking. Because you guys are all super awesome. Thank you. There we go. Nothing was wrong there. Not even a little bit. I toss these. Make sure they're all nicely coated. In fact, it's calling for more oil. Cool. Our bechamel's chilling. I turned it off, the heat, so, but the element is still hot, so we have to be wary of that. But this is looking good. Certain amount of audio over a period of time. Okay. Maybe if it's closer to my mouth. How's that? So it was probably, my volume was probably pretty quiet before. Thank you for looking into that, by the way. I appreciate that. I'll see if I can do something later after the stream, because it's a bit obnoxious having to turn it frickin' on and off again. I might just return them and get a different wireless pair. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, since this is nice and smooth again, turn the heat back on, and I'm gonna bring it up to a boil. Oh yeah, look at that texture right there, velvety goodness. That is a bechamel. So this is actually not that much sauce. So I think it appears to me like we're gonna need to add some more goodness to it. What did I do with my butter? Dude, I'm a disorganized mess. There it is. We're gonna add a little more butter. Take that onion off there. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can mess stuff up, and then it's like, all right, well, how can I fix this? Especially with roux, that can be a challenge. Holy shit, can that be a challenge? Roux are tricky, honestly. But that's why they're fun. We're also gonna get. I freaking love rosemary. This is also not like traditional. But rosemary is so good. And it goes with all the ingredients here, so why not? Why the freak not? And it's just dried rosemary, so I'm going to just chop it up. I'm doing it this way because it flies freaking everywhere if you're not careful. And I'm also chopping it up because getting like a stick of this in your mouth can be pretty unpleasant. So I always like to chop it. Find loose onions that are evading my vision until now. But not for long. Onions. You're getting into the pan. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie Sausage Party, but yeah, that's probably what was going on there. As well as that persona that came out. I don't know who that was. Could be Seth Rogen maybe. I'm just thinking of I'm actually thinking of oh my god. The ginger-haired kind of pudgy kid from uh back at the barnyard or something, like barnyard, something like that. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I guess I kind of imitated him. He was a little shit. That guy was a little shit, for real. I think he was the pizza delivery boy. Bit of an obscure show, but honestly, kind of a classic in my eyes. Seriously, freaking barnyard. Yeah, it is pretty good. It's a little movie. It also, well, a little movie. It's a movie. It also was turned into TV series as well, like just an animated cartoon, which was obviously not as good, but still good. Still good. Watched it when I was a kid. A bit beyond your generation, probably like I'm kind of guessing your age right now, but probably like between 5 to 3 years after you would have been watching cartoons as a kid. But a bit of a classic. All right. So yeah, we brought this up to a boil. That's good. We're gonna see what happens. Definitely want to whisk that good. Whisk it well. It's better English. Gonna whisk it well because it can burn to the bottom of the pan quite easily. And it's kind of difficult to see, so I'll bring it over here. But if you look, there's kind of like these ribbons here. And that's kind of what you're looking for. I mean, well, that's exactly what you're looking for, to be honest. But we want it to be more thin. This is pretty thick, pretty viscous. It's good stuff. Got that rosemary in there now. Mmm, smells so good. Now my biggest objective is keeping these onions from frickin' burning. Definitely salt them. So again, salting your veggies, salting anything squeezes water, squeezes moisture out of things. And that can kind of help loosen up the pan and stuff. And if you have stuff like sticking to the bottom of the pan and you hadn't salted your veggies yet, you can salt them and then give them a toss, and you might find that it's picked up some of the goodness on the bottom. Okay, this obviously needs more milk. And okay, so now I'm remembering how I ran into that problem where I had that really floury tasting mac dinner, macaroni and cheese that I made from scratch. So I was making a roux just like this, just like, haphazardly, just doing it from scratch. And I'm like, oh, this needs more flour. And I added flour late. So that's where I ran into that problem where I had that really floury taste. So I'm going to see if I can like fix it up by reducing it. And then adding more fat, so it's going to be more rich. Because I also bought whipping cream, which has a higher fat content, so it's less, basically, like you could think of it like it has less liquid or less water to fat, less liquid to fat. So it'll thicken up stuff a little nicer. And this sauce is amazing. The bechamel sauce is for, you can just have it straight up, but typically it's great for binding and creating cheese sauces. So it can be difficult to create a cheese sauce that actually like doesn't split without first making a bechamel. You can do it, definitely you can do it. Just like whipping cream and cheese, no problems. But if you want to have like a really smooth, um, not split at all cheese sauce, then in my opinion the best way to do it is by making a bechamel. But don't get me wrong, you can definitely get by with just like whipping cream and cheddar cheese or any kind of cheese you want. Like a nice melting cheese. Parmesan, you might need a bechamel for that. Pretty sure that it's almost impossible to bind Parmesan. For whatever reason, Parmesan and like cream. But if you have the fat in there and the flour, it will bind to the flour. I'll be putting 3 cheeses in this sauce. So let's actually get some cheese in there now. I went through a few recipes online before doing this, and yeah, it said not to use mozzarella. Yeah, let's put. This might be overkill, but I'm gonna put 4 cheeses. Cause I'm wait. 5 cheeses. Why not? Why not? I got the cheese. A little 5 cheese sauce. Sounds good to me. These onions are getting nice and gold. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna turn these on low. Oh, actually, let's swap these, then y'all can see it better. Where's my lid? Cover these onions, let them just chill. Wow, that is considerably hotter than the other element. Gotta be careful. You don't want that to burn. This is our baby, our roux, baby roux. Okay. Yeah, that is good. Yeah, it's too hot. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. But this one is good. I just have this. This is my onions just being nice and slow. Gonna steam in there. I'm actually going to add the mushrooms as well. And I'm gonna chop up some garlic and get that in there too. So I just want these flavors to kind of marry together. Mushroom overboard. Mushroom onion, classic duo. Classic duo. Cannot go wrong with mushroom and onion. Okay. Let's grate some cheeses. Where is my... There it is. Yeah, so we've got Parmesan Reggiano. I got some... I was like kind of against myself with this, but I was like, screw it, I want it. This is Monterey Jack. I could have bought it without the jalapenos, but I got it with jalapenos because, like, shit. I just love spicy food. I love jalapenos. Just adds a little extra flavor, so why not? Speaking of which, this might be the worst idea I've had, but it might also be the most ingenious. I have these little... A friend of mine gave me this idea, but I've got these little... so what I did was... Well, what he told me to do. His aunt actually does this. It's a little, a little weird, definitely unorthodox. But this here is blended garlic and jalapeno, and put in ice cube trays, and then frozen, and then I just wrapped them in saran wrap, plastic wrap, and put it in the freezer separately. So now I can just like take out a cube of jalapeno garlic, and then just chuck it in. Boom, let it steam. Hell yeah, adding garlic and jalapeno to a dish. I don't use them that often, but when I do use them, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. So nice to have. Because it's such like a niche thing, where you're like, oh, why the hell, why the hell do I have, or where the hell am I going to use jalapeno and a garlic cube? Well, really, wherever your mind wants to use one. I have a fave cheese. Fave cheese. Let me think. Like cheddar is pretty, that's a pretty basic answer, but I do really like cheddar. But it's very rich. So if I had to say something like fancier, I'm picking, like I've never really thought about it. I'm trying to pick a favorite cheese off the top of my head. It's so hard to pick just one. I've got Monterey Jack, Swiss, cheddar, and mozzarella here. I think. Off again. I think that I'm gonna return these, but probably mozzarella. As basic as that is, mozzarella is probably my favorite cheese. Either that or like Gruyere. Oh, no, I have a favorite. I totally forgot about this cheese. Oh my god, this is an exotic cheese. It's a Spanish cheese. Wow, yeah, okay, that just hit me like a truck. Um, it's called Manchego. Manchego cheese. It's a sheep's milk cheese. Spanish sheep's milk cheese. It is so freaking good. I totally forgot. Oh my god. Thank you, Ivy. I'm gonna get myself some Manchego. You have to go to a specialty market. At least here where I live. So it can be difficult to find, but oh my god, it's so good. Alright, so we got so far 3 cheeses here. Cheddar, Swiss, and Monterey Jack. That's already a lot of cheese. But we'll get a little bit of mozzarella in there and also Parmesan, which I already have grated. Like this is a pre freaking grated. Kind of scuffed, but it does the job when I need it. Honestly, I'm just gonna dump it all. Fuck it. It's fine. It don't matter too much. And then we got our Parmesan. Just put a, pinch. Nice healthy handful. Or I mean, you could also call it an unhealthy handful. It depends on how you look at it, but I'd say it's pretty healthy. Not in the sense of like it's good for you, but healthy as in nice and hefty. And yes, I'm very happy to be putting that in my mouth later. 100%. Yeah, definitely. If you see Manchego cheese in the store, purchase it. You will not be let down. Oh yeah, this is great. Okay, you can see it's coming together really nicely. Look at that melty. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, boys and girls. That is a nice sauce. Mmm. No, this is hype. Thank you to Okay, this is why this is his name. I said it right the first time he came in chat, but real real wheel. Thank you, real wheel, for this suggestion. That is quite a tongue twister, actually. Wow. Okay, yeah, that is a really nice sauce right there. Let's bring it onto the ultra quality camera. But yeah, looking good. I'm gonna loosen it up a bit. I'm like a little bit food gasming right now, even though it's not in my mouth. I mean, it's about to be. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's definitely 5 cheeses in one sauce. Holy, holy shit! Oh, I just drooled a little bit. Wow. Yeah, that is a sauce right there. I'm adding a little bit of whipping cream into that, and just gonna whisk. Bring it up to medium-high heat, and see what happens. I'm looking for it to boil. I'm gonna bring it up to a boil, and then we're just gonna have it simmer. Yeah, definitely need a lot more whipping cream. This should be like a very smooth sauce. That's what we're looking for. It's pretty thick right now. We want this to be smooth. Very fatty dish, but hey, that's bechamel for you. Just it's pretty much just fat, but it'll be good. It'll be tasty. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited to see the final plate as well. This is gonna be getting baked as well. Okay. I've got the oven preheating to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's about, don't quote me on this, but I think it's like 220 Celsius or like 250. Okay. Yeah, this mix is good. So I'm having, since these pans aren't very large, and I'm doing quite large batches of mushroom and onions, I'm going to be taking this out, putting some butter in here, and doing my garlic and thyme. That is the plan. That is the play. That is what we will be doing. I'm going to just munch these last 3 red peppers because I can. I really don't belong in this dish. I'm still freaking hungry. I made that pizza, but didn't get around to eating it all. It's a bit obnoxious to eat on stream, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure me even chewing this is like, oh yeah, I like that. It's ASMR. Red pepper chewing ASMR. If that's what you're looking for when you come to the stream, well, you're welcome. If it's not, I'm sorry. Okay. I just realized that I really didn't have to rinse that. There's like nothing really burnt to this. I'm gonna be doing a low heat. I'm gonna slap some butter in there. Slice some garlic as well. So not too much butter, just a little bit of butter. Actually, a little bit more. Oh god, half that. And as you can see, this is quite a butter-heavy dish because I already used half the damn stick. But hey, it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. You need it, otherwise this. Ah! No! My whisk! It's in the pot. It's in the pan. Disaster after disaster tonight. I cannot believe it. I specifically told this whisk not to fall into the pan. Didn't listen. Getting a little bit of burning on the bottom, but it's cool. It's okay. We got it up to a boil. That was what we were looking for. Now what we're going to do is turn the heat down. Going to get this simmering, and then I'm going to cover it. Yeah, that is a thin sauce, but it will thicken now, especially now that I'm going to be chilling it. There it is. Just going to scrape down the edges. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, so like it was slightly burning to the bottom, but I whisked it nice and hard, and no problems now. But yeah, I'll take it off the heat and give you guys a quick idea. This is pretty loose right now, but it will thicken. Have no fear, it will thicken. Okay, that is good. It needs a little bit of salt. Whisk that salt in. And I'm going to take it, because this element is super, super hot, I'm going to take it off the heat actually and cover it. And then we'll bring it up to a simmer. We wanted to bring it up to a boil to really get it to incorporate. Where did my lead go? There it is. It would be nice to have a bigger kitchen. But we're functioning right now. This is cool. This is great. Got some garlic. This is a big boy garlic head. I am so happy. I snagged this garlic head, and it was like a full head, and I got maybe 4 cloves out of it. Okay, and that one. And that one. But most of them were like huge. Like this one itself is pretty damn big. But it was basically like elephant garlic. Just super nice to see. Very easy to handle. It's so damn big. Okay. Wow, that was weird. It's because I got freaking butter on this knife. I gotta rinse that off. My lazy ass. My lazy ass butter knife. But it's actually a chef knife. You know, fun fact, that's how they make butter knives. You know, they just take a knife and they slather it with butter and then they sell it in the store. You gotta buy it quick though, cause if you don't, it'll start to go rancid and you don't want to cook with that. Trust me, you do not want to cook with that. Okay. So yeah, this recipe calls for 5 cloves of garlic, but this will be plenty. Maybe not. Let's grab 1 more clove. Get a nice loose one. This butter is also, I'm gonna take that off the heat just for a moment while I prepare these things. Little garlic things. Oh yeah, that one was sneaky, hitching a ride on there. I thought that was one whole piece. Catch a ride. Yeah. Little scooter reference. Really not worrying too much about these cuts. As long as they're pretty thin. Actually, really, excuse that. As long as they're pretty uniform. That's really what you'd like to see. Like, there's a thickie right there. But most of them are like about the same thickness. Like, whatever that happens. We're home cooking. Just feel good, tasty cooking right now. Although, I should... that mentality that I have about that may instill some bad habits. So, use at your own discretion. Seriously, use at your own discretion. Think, like, if you want to be a pro chef, or if you just want to, like, really up your game, just think that there's, like, Gordon Ramsay over your shoulder, just breathing. That's it. That's all you need. And then hopefully that will motivate you to not, to, like, make perfect cuts and just be consistent and not fuck up at all. But yeah, I've done that. I've been there, done that. I'm good. I've worked with a chef that had that kind of attitude, and it's not that fun. Can be pretty dickish, excessively so. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, I get it, but like, come on, you know? Okay, this should be good just to bring to a simmer now. As you can see, like, it's already, oh, maybe you can't, but it's already looking like the texture that we want. So I'll just bring it over here. So yeah, as you can see, when I go back and forth, you can kind of see ribbons, like these lines. Kind of creates ribbons as you go back and forth. It's not really sticking to that, but maybe it'll look sexy. Yeah, there we go. Nice stream. That is what we are looking for. Yo, that is that is me pleasuring myself tonight. That is so good. This is a PG-14 stream. There's a yeah. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. um, yeah, my God. You might die if you eat a pot of bechamel, but like I'll be there for you because I'll definitely get in on that pot. That's a good idea. I could definitely add a little poll. Yeah, I just kind of do like whatever, like little stream sessions where I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Let's do that. See what we can do with some basic stuff, you know, that people and their everyday kitchens can do as well. Okay, so kind of lost myself in that moment there, but we have garlic in here, and we need to add some thyme. That's what we need to do. Oh my god, I almost forgot the nutmeg. My dad went all the trouble. He drove freaking like 45 minutes to an hour total to get this to me. A little bit of nutmeg, just a pinch. Nutmeg is a very, very potent spice. So you'd call it a spice. Trust me, you will know if you add too much nutmeg. It can be volatile. You will most definitely notice. I just want a little bit. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, nutmeg it can be kind of scary because of its potency, but don't be shy, don't be afraid. Just, chuck it in, see what happens, whatever. If you put too much, you put too much, It happens. But it is obvious. Everyone will know, and they might yell at you, like, "What? This tastes so weird." Like, it's very obvious. Like, but you can't like. My grandma made a carrot cake. Sorry, grandma, I'm calling you out here. But she made a carrot cake and had too much nutmeg in it, and I was like, "Yo, this tastes funny. What is this?" And usually she's pretty on point. So maybe off day or something, but you can tell. You can tell when there's um too much nutmeg in a dish. I did have trouble placing the flavor, but my mom was like, "Oh yeah, I think it's nutmeg." I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, very very powerful spice. Be wary." But it adds such a nice like depth of flavor. It's a very lifting spice. It's very nice in cream sauces. It's traditional in a bechamel. I am a fan. Or like nutmeg in an ice cream, just like as a subtle note. Ooh, yes. More. More nutmeg in my ice cream, please. I don't think like most most ice cream um places probably don't do that, but if you make your own ice cream, oh, def definitely, you know, treat yourself and everyone else who indulges in that ice cream with a little pinch of nutmeg. You will be surprised. Okay. This is just thyme, by the way, which we don't have a lot before this garlic burns. But yeah, just gonna let that chill for a moment. Thyme can be such a pain because of how weak the stems are. But more often than not, you can just kind of like um, take your two fingers and just run it down the stem, and boom, I just got like 80% of the leaves. But yeah, it can be annoying. Like I was working for a cooking catering company that does weddings and stuff, and they do like so high volume, fancy cooking, and you'd be like, all right, I need like 500 grams of chopped thyme, and it's like, fuck, okay, I'm gonna be in for like at least an hour and a half, just like pulling leaves off of sticks, and it can be, yeah, it can be a lot. It can be very, very tedious, but we're doing small batches, so this is not so bad. Just a little teeny tiny bit. Thank God. Like I'm having PTSD right now just talking about it. Okay, but it's fresh thyme is so much better than dried thyme. My God. If you are willing to invest the time for that flavor, I would highly recommend it. I am a lover of thyme. I'm also gonna add a bit of olive oil to this. And then we will be adding a bit of salt, just a pinch. I'm going to turn it up to medium, and then I'm going to be adding my onions and mushroom back to this. I just want to see these bubbling. we can move this. Bit of a hassle, cause like my heat, levels, but this is working out fine. At time. Spicy as in, I mean, actually, it does have a bit of like a kick to it. It's odd. It's a very odd spice. And when I say spice, I just mean like it's not a herb because nutmeg is a little like a nut, and you like grate it typically. But I just have it powdered. Okay, so let's add our onion and mushroom mix. Get that all together. Oh, okay. This is something I should have been multitasking. Luckily, I've got a pot filled already. We gotta get our freaking noodles going, yo. Yo, I'm a Tetrazzini noob. Please have mercy on me. My God. But the flavors are coming together nicely. I'm excited. And we've had our chicken over here. Our chicken in a bag. So, oh yeah. Pretty juicy, pretty tender. So let's take it out. Yeah, this is cooked really nicely. Honestly, the tender, so the tender is this part here. Tender tastes a little over, but the breast itself should be good. So yeah, we want to be tearing these now. Like the breast feels like it's under. Oh no, no, no. It's cooked. That's good. Because we're going to be baking this, but yeah, this is like perfect. That's good. That needs to get turned down. Yeah, what up, Logan? This is not doo-doo. This right here is garlic, butter, mushroom, and onion. Caramelized onion. It may look doo-doo-like, but I can assure you, its flavor is the opposite of doo-doo. That is nice. I'll probably add, I will be adding more wine to that, for sure. And I've got a pot of water on now. I'll get some freaking noodles up in there soon. So all we have left to do is get the noodles, like shred the chicken, get the noodles cooked, bring this all together, and bake it. It'll take about 20 minutes. I also have, I prepared some breadcrumbs, breadcrumb. Yeah, I prepared a breadcrumb mix. It's got thyme, oregano, basil, Parmesan cheese. Yo, welcome to the Gucci gang, Logan. You freaking ascended, brother. Let's ascend together, my dude. Hell yeah, feels good. Breadcrumb, baby. Hell yeah. Yo, can't go wrong with some breadcrumbs. Um, but yeah, so I made a breadcrumb mix. Parmesan cheese. Yo, holy smokes. 2 subs? Yo, Piers! Mr. Crescents has ascended. Welcome to the Gucci gang, brother. Good to see you, man. Hell yeah. Oh my, yo. Juckinated. Wait. Logan gifted? Yo, my boy gifting out here. God damn. Thank you, Logan. Holy shit. What a legend! Legend! Welcome to the Grucci gang, guys. Enjoy my singular emote. I gotta get more. Most definitely. God damn, Logan, you are paying me. You are paying me well tonight. I really appreciate that. I just got my like sub stuff worked out, which is great. Yo, even Jonas, we got the whole crew subbing out here. Yeah, see, so this chicken here, this breast is a little under, but that's totally fine because of it's getting baked, so no problem. Everything that is not quite done. Ooh, I just remembered. I also have peas. I'll be putting some peas in here, so that'll be part of the final process. Thank you again, Logan. I appreciate that, man. That's funny. Okay, but yeah, because this is not cooked fully, it isn't shredding super nice. But it's fine because it'll be more moist in the end after it's done baking. My god. A whole 10 subs, dude. Feels good. A pea hater? Yo. That's fair, yeah. To be honest with you, I don't love peas, but I was looking in the grocery store. This recipe specifically called for it. But I was looking in the grocery store at the bag of peas, and I was like, you know what? It won't hurt to get a little extra iron in my diet, so let's chuck it in there. Cool. Yeah, so now we're really just waiting for the water to boil. And ideally, if I was a freaking Top Chef Canada, then I would have that water boiled and my noodles in there right now. But not yet. Not quite. One day we'll get there. Top Chef Canada level. I'll see you guys on the Food Network soon. Maybe Iron Chef. Yo. That would be sick, honestly, going on Iron Chef. Although it'd be very stressful, but I'd be chilling. I'd be chilling. I like the idea of just having like a mystery basket. It'd be pretty cool if I could do that on stream. So I know Lethal Frag did that. I don't know who he got to get him his groceries. Probably his wife. But yeah, he would just like once a month he would just do a mystery basket and then see what he could cook from it. I always thought that idea was super cool. Okay. Some nicely shredded chicken. Nice. Just freaking rinse off my fingies. Okay. So, going to just straight up add this to my chicken mixture. Oh man, I'm gonna need more than one casserole dish, it appears. Okay, that's fine. They're gonna have lots of leftovers. Okay. Yes, that looks so good. Yes. We're nearing the end. This is the last 30%, I would say. The final 30%, my stomach is rumbling. Let's just make sure the sauce is all in one piece still. Because it can split if you let it sit. But looks pretty good to me. Looking pretty good. Chicken Chicken Tuesday! Yo, what up, Pierce, bro? Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that would be super sick. I'd be hella down for that. Just gonna have to get someone to get me some freaking ingredients. I mean, I guess I could just go to the store and buy some, like, obscure shit, like squid. I'm thinking squid, maybe granola. Shit. Squid, granola, and an orange. That'd be my 3 mystery ingredients, and I'd have to do something with that. That would be tough. The 25th thing in each aisle. Shit. I could try that. I might get fucked up, but like I could definitely try that. I would like stream that too. I would stream me buying that stuff if I were to do that, because that'd be fun. All right, I'm gonna be a dude here and salt my freaking pasta water. What salting in pasta water actually does is it keeps the, I guess it doesn't matter too much, but it keeps the salt inside of the, or sorry, the starch inside of the pasta, which is super, super great. Okay, I need to separate this. So, let's do, oh man, I just took a bite of that pizza. That was a mistake. I feel even hungrier than before I took a bite. And we're still like 25 minutes out. Another casserole dish here. Again, this is where cleaning as you go is a great idea, because I definitely didn't do that, and I have no room right now in my kitchen. None. Come on, baby. Fit in my fridge, please. Boom, boom, boom. Didn't end up using the celery. I was planning on doing celery in there. Kind of get that sofrito-ness, but that did not happen. I'm too inexperienced at Tetrazzini. I will come back to Tetrazzini and I will nail it. I'm gonna do it like, I'm gonna make it a couple times off stream. I'll become a Tetrazzini lord. Y'all gonna see. One day, I'll have the best goddamn Tetrazzini recipe on the internet. Cause why not? We could. I have my own, dude. I'll make my own frickin' cooking website. That might be the play. Okay. So the thing with this dish, like these dishes are very thick. This one here, very thick. So can cause some issues in baking time. But this oven's hot, and all we're really doing is going to be toasting up the breadcrumbs on top. Because in fact, everything is cooked. Except for like, there's a little bit of that chicken that wasn't fully cooked. But like this hot sauce into the oven, it's going to cook. So I'm not worried. Just need to think how I can conceptualize this. So right now, I'm pretty much just a sitting duck. Oh, I didn't add chicken stock. Oh, whatever. That's fine. Rookie, like I'm saying, rookie Tetrazzini Lord. One day. Yeah, right? I could definitely do that. Ah, okay. So, keeping the starch inside the pasta. Um, you know when you like cook pasta in a boiling pot of water, you'll see the water will become quite cloudy. It becomes cloudy because of the starch coming out of the pasta. And it's honestly like I'll show you the pasta that I got. It's most beneficial to um, salt your pasta water for like fresh pasta because it's like fresh and the flour will come off of it much easier. The starches will come off much easier. The starch creates a layer, a film around the spaghetti, as far as I know. Um, kind of like hypothesizing right now, but I'm pretty sure it creates the starch creates like a layer on the outside of the spaghetti or the noodles or whatever the hell you're doing, and the salt helps it stay in there. But I actually don't know, so we need a expert on that to confirm. just as far as I know and as far as I've heard, we salt the water because it helps keeps the starch inside the noodles. That is the extent of my knowledge. Um, add the sauce to the boiling noodles. So like there's so you've got your pot of hot boiling water on, and then you chuck the sauce into the boiling water. You could do that. I would say no, it's not usually beneficial because okay, so you're onto something there where you take the typically you can take the starch water from the hot boiling water that had, noodles in it, and you can like spoon the starch water into a sauce. And that will help thicken it. It'll help also, bring it all together, and it can loosen it as well because it's just water, but it's not going to like for example, let's say I want to loosen up this bechamel sauce. If I wanted to loosen it up, I could add the boiling starch water from my pot, and that wouldn't split the sauce. But if I added just normal water, it might. So that's what you can use your pasta water for. But as far as like adding straight up um, sauce to your boiling pot of water, the volume of water in the pot is a little bit too high for that to be a viable option. But you could try it. You could try it. It might be a bit of a cleanup disaster afterwards. Um, you could definitely add like maybe vinegars to your boiling pot of water, and that could add flavor. Like, for example, you could add red wine vinegar to your pot of boiling water if you're doing a hmm. If you're doing like a very rich, so this is like we're getting into like super niche stuff. So if you were to do red wine vinegar in your pasta water, then I would probably use that with like a beef dish. So let's say we make like a demi glace, which is very rich and not very acidic, but it does have red wine in it already, so they would go together well. And then you would have the there we go. You would have the red wine vinegared pasta go into that dish. That could work. Um, but in general, yeah, I probably wouldn't add anything to the boiling pot of water other than water and noodles. But hey, it's a free world, and you're a free bird. You can do anything that you want. See, okay, so this is thickening up because it's been sitting out. So I will be adding some of that pasta water. Yeah. In fact, what I might do actually is I'm gonna cover it now. But when I have this pasta cooked, then I'm gonna go pasta into here, toss it up, and then into my containers here. So let me put these off to the side. Got our pasta here. I'm gonna chop up some parsley. Now you can you can do this really quickly by just like ripping this off and chopping that, but personally I like to just like totally remove the stems because the stems are pretty hardy. You're gonna tell, you can tell sometimes when you crunch into them. And if this is just going like on top, then yeah, I'd rather have just the leaf. Parsley, Personally, honestly, I don't like. I think parsley tastes a bit like dirt. Like, let me just hold on. Let me just do a taste test. Okay, dirt is a bit far. Um, let's just say I'm not the biggest fan of parsley, but it definitely has its place. It's kind of bitter. Um, definitely grassy and earthy. So I would say there's like a little seed on there. Um, I would say it's definitely good for um, like creamy dishes, or even like dishes that have Italian herbs already, like oregano and basil. It's gonna rough chop, no big deal. Parsley is a pretty like you're not gonna really damage it too much. Like it stays together quite nicely, kind of papery almost. So you can go ham as shit on parsley. Make it very fine. I'm doing so there's remnants here of the pizza, but I'll be doing a pizza stream very soon, possibly Thursday. We'll see. My mind hasn't been made up about that yet. But I'm actually planning on doing or being a little bit more consistent with cooking streams overall. So this is like a whole package of linguine. Let's see how that looks. Oh, linguine down. Linguine down. I repeat, we lost more than 7 noodles. Okay, it's fine. We're salvaging at least 12. Ooh, those are hot. Hot. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Spicy noodles. Okay. Um. Yeah, I don't have too much experience with cooking pastas. At least in this volume. I definitely have experience cooking pastas, but like more so like single dish or like for a family of 4. But this recipe I followed clearly yielded a bit more than for a family of 4. Well, okay. So like just this. This is 3 chicken breasts and yeah, okay. So maybe this is like about for a family of 4. So we'll see. This might be a perfect amount. Kind of showing off my scrub vibes right now. Oh, you like parsley? Okay, okay. I respect that. Parsley has its place. Um, no, no, I wouldn't call you an idiot sandwich or a donkey. I would say, oh, that's a very inventive decision that you're making there, Pierce. I like it. Yes, sir. I made that pizza from scratch. From scratch. I made this dough earlier. I'm testing out. So I used to make pizzas all the time, like once a week. I wanted to see if I still had it in me because I hadn't made pizza. I got one big old ball of dough here, still left over. But I haven't made pizza dough or pizzas from scratch in like shit, at least a year. At least a year. But I do really enjoy it, so I was hoping to do it on stream. I prepped a few dough balls um, so that I could like roll out a dough and be like, boom, I already have one ready. Surprise! Thought that would be pretty cool. not American. I don't know why that was in my head. I don't even know the lyrics. Okay, let's clean up. I got this very depressing roux. Oh god. How sad. Well, the beginning of a roux, I guess. Didn't make it all the way to fruition. Oh god. I hate me sometimes. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. But this is me practicing my dad jokes for the future. I gotta be like a laser beam with those. Like my kids say something silly, I gotta be able to like whip out like the dumbest pun. I just think that'd be so funny. It would definitely, it would definitely piss off everybody in earshot. I love that. Cause it's so harmless. It's just like a harmless little, yeah, quip, you know? I love dad jokes and puns and stuff like that. But like hearing them, I'm always like, you got to give the person who delivers them flack. You have to. It's like the rule of a pun. So like whenever someone delivers a pun around, I'm like, oh come on, dude. Like, oh, I'm gonna puke. But then I'll deliver them. I'm like, hell yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Puke. Puke to my puns. That's see, like that's such a problem. That's such a problem. My freaking mic just turned off and my hands are wet. That's not good. That's not good, HyperX. I'm gonna file a complaint. How are me with baking? Um Not good. Yeah. Uh I could try, but I made a cake for Xavier's birthday and that shit was basically a fucking brick. I didn't use a recipe though, so that's probably why. If I used a recipe, maybe it would have turned out a little nicer. But as far as my baking expertise goes, it is bare minimum. I'm more of just a cook. Eat the crust. Okay, I'll eat the crust. It's pretty crunchy. It's been sitting out for at least 2 hours now. It's pretty obnoxious, I'm sure. That's why I wasn't eating it. I'll eat it later. For sure. There's still a whole slice there I'm excited to eat. Okay, I'm literally just waiting for these noodles. And then we'll be moving on to the oven. Alright, I'll take yeah, you have to be hella precise. So that's why I'm shit at baking because I precision like I said earlier, like I enjoy fucking shit up and then trying to fix it. So when you're baking, you can't really do that. You could try, but yeah, it usually doesn't go that well for you. Like there was a woman that I was working with at that wedding catering company I was talking about earlier, and I swear to God, she's like one of the best bakers in the Lower Mainland. Like she's amazing. All of her pastries are like so good. She definitely takes a lot of pride in her work. Amazing baker. Um, but she hates cooking. She hates food. She just likes to bake pastries. So she's like the polar opposite to me, dude. It's like, man, I don't know. It hurts my heart. She's like, yeah, food is really just like a means to an end for me. I just bake, and I'm like, yeah, that's so sad. Oh, Pierce! I had a plan. I had an idea. So I'm not gonna do it, but this here is a bouillon cube. It's chicken bouillon, which is broth that has been literally turned into a solid cube. As you can see there, nice chicken broth cube. Um, this you could chuck that into your pasta water, my dude, and you could have some tasty chicken flavored pasta. I think that would be good. Okay, this pasta is. Let's give it a nibble, a little munch. I don't want to. Oh, it's definitely done. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to quickly put this on a low heat. My bechamel back to low. Give it a good stir. Yeah, it's thickened up quite a lot, but that's okay because we're going to be adding these wet noodles, and the wet noodles will loosen up the sauce. Bazinga. Okay. Sometimes I say the darndest things. Alright. Yes. Okay. Some steaming hot noodles directly into the bechamel. Typically, I would say this is ill-advised. It might split my sauce, but this, this, is my face going to the frame there? No. That's awkward. This is ingenuity. This is testing. This is troubleshooting. This is trial and error. This is cooking at its finest right here. This is why we cook. To fail. If you're cooking to succeed, I don't know. I don't know if you're cooking, man. I don't know. I like. I mean, obviously that's subjective based upon your position. But if I'm just cooking at home, I'm cooking to fail. I'm like, yo, let's just try some shit. See what happens. Yo, noodles, getting loose, getting weird. Don't stick to the outside of my pot, please. Okay. I mean, I'm not cooking to fail, but like, you know what I mean. I was just like, whatever. Let's just try some shit. So if it goes terribly wrong, you know what? That's fine. I'll still eat it. I've had that happen. Um, I'm gonna tell you the story of the curry cup fiasco. So when I went to culinary school, there was I walked in and like when I first applied to the school, I walked in the front door and saw this like fucking tinfoil trophy sitting on top of like a filing cabinet, and it said underneath on a little plaque, "Curry Cup," and I was like, "Yo!" I asked the person at the front desk. I was like, "Yo, what is that trophy?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, that's the Curry Cup. You know, we do a little curry competition once a year." And I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna win that cup." And I, it was a pretty hard fought battle, pretty difficult. A lot of very good contenders. So I was very driven for that cup. Like that was like I'm achieving this victory. And everyone was working in groups of twos. But I asked my partner. I was like, because we were doing a veggie burger competition and also a curry cup competition. And everyone was working in duos. But I asked my partner. I was like, "Yo, can I solo this?" Because I'm just like a sweaty nerd lone wolf. I stayed up like the entire night the day before. So it's actually okay. So let's start from the beginning. So the time comes around where it's curry cup season. It's curry cup time, and the main protein, the main ingredient for our curry would be decided for us out of a hat. So that's pretty cool. I got lingcod collar. Okay, let me. This is going to be a bit of a disaster, but We're gonna just yes. Oh yeah. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, initially I got lingcod collar, so it's whoa fish, and I was like, oh, a fish curry. No, I don't want to make a fish curry. And they didn't actually say this out loud as a rule before I did it, but one of the dudes in my class, he was like, oh, duck legs, and I was like, oh, yo, let's trade. And nobody knew. I ran over to him afterwards, and I was like, yo, can I have the duck legs? I'll give you lingcod collar. And he was like, yo, lingcod collar? That's sick. And I was like, fuck yeah. Yes, let's swap. And we did. And then right after we did that, the head chef walks in. He's like, all right, no trades. And we looked at each other. We're like, oh, yeah, we didn't trade. That didn't happen. But yeah, we did. So, um, yeah. So the day before the Curry Cup competition, I got duck legs, which I had never cooked with before. And I went out to the store. I had to go to like a specialty Asian food market. Bought a whole ass duck, and I brought it into the class the day before, and I butchered it and started to make a curry with it, with the legs. Um, and okay, this is not working. um, but yeah, I butchered it, started making a curry with it, and I decided to get a little crazy, a little wacky before, or like get a little wacky. I'd made curry before, from scratch, like once or twice. um, but this time I was alright. Let's get crazy. Let's get wacky. And I got some coconut vinegar. This is not working. Hold on. Let me. Oh, that's hot. I'm a dumbass. It's fine. This is home cooking, guys. Hope you can see that. Just tossing it up. Yes, this is really hot. Do not be deceived. This is mildly painful. Yeah, anyway, so curry cup, I failed. Like that first dish I made, I was cooking in a pressure cooker, never used that before either, the day before the curry cup. And like when I finished it, like 6, 7 hours later, I go to my head chef and I bring it up to him, I bring him a bowl, and I was like, yo, you wanna try my curry? And he like leans in, gives it a sniff, rears back, and he's like, man, he's like, I'm not eating that shit. And he's like the most mild-mannered dude. I was so surprised that he said that to me. But he was like, yeah, man, that's, I don't know, that's, no. And I was like, oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Um, and I ate like 3/4 of it. Like I made a pot. Like it was a lot. Let me, there we go. I made a lot. And, I could actually just fit this all in one thing. This is so fucking grimy. But my hands are clean. I promise you that my hands are clean. This is what I'm saying. Like, even last stream I was like, yep, you ain't never gonna catch me eating food with like a knife and fork. Like, fuck that. I use my hands for everything. Prime example of that right there. So this is great. It actually fits all in this. That's pretty thoroughly mixed. Look at that. Ooh, this is hype. Don't send my dad a link to the stream. He might be disappointed in me. Mm, yes. This is so good. So, yeah, so that was the night before. I like tried a bunch of different things, and my curry turned out to be trash garbage, like literally hot garbage. It was so bad. I did eat as much as I could, but yeah, it was pretty poop. And the next day, the day of the competition, I was like to my partner, I was like, "Yo, let me just solo the shit. I got this. I got this." I had pure like filthy, stinky, sweaty confidence in myself. And he was like, "Yeah, man, you got this, man. Go for it." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And that gave him extra time to work on the veggie burgers, and I'm pretty sure he won the veggie burger competition too. So we fucking nailed it. Feels good. Um, but yeah, I just kind of like since I had made curry before, I kind of went back to my roots. Said fuck the coconut vinegar because that ruined my dish. I think I put a dash of it. I also didn't use the pressure cooker that time because I just wasn't familiar enough to bother. Um, I just prioritized my time well and did like I slow cooked like onions and mushrooms and like really infused my spices. Okay, this is also, by the way, this is a Italian flavored breadcrumb mix. It's like just store bought, but I added Parmesan cheese and basil and oregano to it. Um, yeah, I just like slow cooked everything and really like I toasted my spices. Like I really just like focused on my spices. And they were the way that it was being graded or like announced. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try this. So this is a technique that the lady I saw do to get like crispy breadcrumbs on top. Just add a little bit of butter. So we're just gonna take pads of butter. This is so fatty, but like, oof, it'll be good. Yeah, at the end they were like announcing it, and I was so nervous. That was cool. Like that kind of curled. But yeah, so we had like a pastry class in my culinary academy, and they were like blind taste testing it, and then they voted on them. So I couldn't have like any biases or nothing. Okay, that should be done by 11, which is a while, which sucks. But they were announcing it like third, second, first, and I was getting like hella nervous. But it came around to the first place, and they announced my name, and I shit my pants. I was like, "Yo, let's fucking go!" I was so hyped. It felt so very good. I was very nervous because like, um, I was competing with some pretty damn good chefs. Like Barry got second place. He was actually the executive head chef or I guess it would just be executive chef at that culinary, or sorry, the wedding catering place I was talking about that I worked at for a while. So like he's a very proficient chef. They had a lot of really good cooks there. Um, but yeah, in the end it was like yeah, it just wasn't for me anymore. So I moved on, and now I'm cooking. I'm cooking on stream, live stream cooking, boys, baby. Blah, 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 blah. Hell yeah! A lot more freeform. I can just like say whatever I want, and Barry won't get mad at me. um, yeah, that's pretty much the biggest reason why. No, I mean Barry didn't get mad at me that often. We were pretty tight. But like if we're on site, like on venue where we're at a wedding, and I start like swearing or something like that, he's like, "Connor, stop!" Because he can't really like say anything back other than just like, "Stop, dude, come on." So we went to school together, so like I don't know. But he also had like superiority over me, because he like put the effort in and grinded for it. I was always just like a lackey there. Like, yeah, I'm chilling. This is fine. I didn't feel like I needed to grow in that company. It wouldn't have done anything more than take away more of my personal freedoms and time. So it was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, Daddy Barry can take that over. Have fun, Barry. Yes, okay. Yes, I got the parsley on there. Nice. We're chilling. So, Now we're just gonna clean up. So I didn't put the freaking chicken cubes in there. That would have been nice, but that's okay. I need to like. I think the problem this stream and like cooking this dish, because like thinking to myself, I was just like, oh yeah, this will be fine. I'll just like first time this and I can wing it no problem. Um, but like in reality, it's really hard to like mentally organize myself or mentally organize anyone's self um, when you're first timing a dish. It takes a lot of mental bandwidth. Because I had to like think about, okay, what's my next step? Okay, what am I doing now? It's like, as opposed to the last stream when I did the stir fry. I did the stir fry, and it's like, okay, or sorry, fried rice. It's like, okay, well, I've made that like at least 30 times. So it was pretty much just like I could just mess around, have fun, and just talk and like really explain the process. Um, and like offer alternative ideas and stuff like that. But doing a dish that I had never done before was pretty challenging because obviously like since I'd never done it, I watched like a 6 minute video and looked at like 6 different recipes before doing this, before shop. Yeah, it's so silly. Like it should not shut off if I'm talking. That's so weird. Um, but yeah, I went through like a bunch of different recipes to try to like understand the dish and like where it comes from. And I wanted to maybe think about like how I could change it to add my own flair. And that turned out to be difficult. So next stream I will be doing pizzas, and that will be definitely something that I have a lot of experience with. So I'll be a lot less scattered and hopefully just as fun or more fun, because I can be pretty goofy. I think that's one of my perks. Um, I'm also knowledgeable as well. So anybody has any questions at any time, always send them through, and I will answer them as best as I can. Um, but yeah, pizza is definitely like so. Fried rice, Asian cooking, pizzas, Italian cooking as well is typically more so my specialty, where I kind of my focus. I definitely focus more so on Italian cooking. So I thought that's why I thought I would be able to, and it's like I definitely successfully executed this dish, no question there. Um, but it was difficult for me to focus. But Italian dishes are definitely more so in my expertise. So I was like, hell yeah, chicken Tetrazzini, whatever the hell that is, let's do it. And we did it. So, by the way, I've got the oven at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're just gonna see how that breadcrumb topping turns out with the butter on top. Should be cool. Should be good. So I've never done that. I've only done it dry, and last time I did it like without putting any fat on top of it, it definitely came out dry. So it was a bit disappointing. So hopefully this will make the difference that we are looking for. And I saw you put something in chat there, Pierce. Just one sec. Yeah, dude, you can be my leftover guy. Come on down. Anytime, dude. I'll send you my address later. Just come by. And we can chill and eat leftovers. I mean, shit. You got a car? If you got a car, you could drive your ass over here right now, and you could like come on stream and eat this with me, and then we could play some games or something. I got like Smash Bros. Um, I got a laptop. I might still have League of Legends downloaded on there. We could play like game of League of Legends or something. Minecraft, whatever. Up to you, dude. We're chilling. But if you actually wanted to come taste this, be my guest, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, subscribers are allowed to come eat my food. So if you subscribe, you can eat my food. Ivy, that includes you, but I won't pay for the travel fare. Might be might be not so worth it, but you never know. You might get your value. You get to spend some time with me, eat some tasty food. I'll teach you how to cook whatever you want. And I mean, you're a pretty good baker from what I recall, so we could like exchange ideas on that front, and that'd be great. I'd love to have some of that key lime pie. It's very, very good key lime pie. Don't mean to butter your biscuit, but like, yeah, fuck yeah. I love key lime pie. It's such a delicious, delicious pie. Probably my favorite pie. Either that or just like a good old like apple or strawberry rhubarb. Very, very solid choices. I'm a pie guy. I love pie. All kinds of pie, really. Hell yeah, dude. Here, I'll DM you my address right now. There you go. If you want to send me mail, you can do that too. Whatever you want, man. Um, yeah, I'll just be cleaning up now while we wait. Should be done in about 10 minutes now. Not too bad. Pretty solid night. There were no burns this time. That's good. That is always a victory. Still recovering from this one there. I got from like one of my oven grates. My freaking eager ass reaching into the oven without mitts, of course. Because I'm a bit of a rebel. Yeah, I don't need mitts. Shit. I got chef hands. You see me handle that pasta noodle bechamel sauce? Yeah, it didn't even hurt. Not even a little bit. I'm built for this shit. Because I'm built different, yo. Built different. Also, another thing that I would like to address is like, um, I don't like having this kind of void space in my streams. Like, I'd like to keep that to a minimum. So maybe I won't be doing like bake stuff. Or if I do bake stuff, since I will be baking that pizza, I'll have another pizza going. So it won't be such a big of a deal because like right now there's nothing for you guys to watch, which is kind of lame, you know. So I'll definitely try and like consider that more going into the future. We'll see. This is a like, I mean, even just streaming is trial and error, really. It's a work in progress. The entertainment industry requires thought. Who'd have thought? I mean, maybe it doesn't, cause like when I like set up that stir fry stream, I keep calling it stir fry. That fried rice stream, my brain was like just off mode. Like it was just, I didn't have to think at all. I was like, yep, I'm doing this. This is going well. It's very possible that I'm thinking too much now. Brains are very weird that way. but cool. Any neuroscience nerds out there? I'd love to hear from you. I love neuroscience. Very, very interesting subject. Cool beans. Mom hands. Yeah, dude, mom hands are definitely um, applicable to the job. Let's call it that. Okay. Yeah, we're chilling now. Big chilling. And this is also why it's good to advocate for like cleaning as you go. Because like now I'm cleaning at the end of the stream. Of course, like while something is baking as well. Um, so not such a big of a deal, but um, if you clean as you go, then you don't really have to worry about like a mountain of dishes right now. I don't have too much. I have like maybe 6 more things to wash. Not bad. But dishes will definitely pile up on you. Oh, yo, okay. Or if I have streams where I'm baking stuff, I'll get a little timer going. See if I can pull that off now. Squeeze a little timer into OBS. I got 9 minutes left. Cool. Okay. Oh, I want countdown timer, please. Um, oh, that's actually more complicated than I thought. So what if we do countdown timer? So 8 minutes. Then, oh, it's right on stream. Cool. But then I can't see chat. Um, yeah, so if we actually, we can jimmy this, hold on. This is jimmyable. Timer. Boom. There you go. And then we should be able to still have Twitch out. Hey, that works. Cool. Make this smaller as well. Perfect. Hell yeah. Bake timer. What is this? Bake. Oh, what did I? How did I do that? Bake. I'm struggling. Bake timer. Yeah, what the hell? Timer. Wow. Cool. Wow. We're streaming. That's what we're doing. We got 5 minutes left. Yeah, wait, that timer is hella. It's not even updating now. Wait, something's wrong. Yeah, okay, 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, I see. So it stops updating if I open up the Twitch chat. Yeah, that's kind of obnoxious. And that's why we need Streamlabs to run our Twitch chat, not our freaking window capture. But we're jank today. It's fine. I just added the alert box, which is good. It's good to have that. Uh. Oh, I can eat pizza now. Yeah, let's try the mute button. Yeah, we're just gonna lay here until it's done. This is nice. I needed this. It's been a long day. I did the Abbey grind today barefoot. That was fun. Exhausting. I'm gonna freaking eat this chicken tetrazzini. I'm just devour it and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Just gonna go into a food coma for the next 24 hours. Sounds lovely. Probably about a minute left on the bake. Let's just breathe together. Everyone just breathe. Here, I'll do a meditation with everyone. All right, so just breathe in, out, hold. 1, 2. Breathe in, hold. 1, 2. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in. Hold. breathe out. Yeah, it's actually difficult, like being one of those like meditation guru people on YouTube. They're kind of nice though. We have someone that like knows what they're doing. Okay. Any second now, I'm sure. I wonder if it'll make a sound. Probably will. Let's count down together. I can't see, but maybe 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, how close? Oh shit, we're 33 seconds off. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Um, uh, yeah, okay. I want to have a thing here. This should be safe to put a baking thing on. Let's see if it makes a sound. Crack open chat again. Oh, yeah. Ow! Oh, it's obnoxious. Wait, stop! Stop. Use my phone next time. Alright, it's coming out. It's coming out. This is the moment of truth. Drum roll. Let's see. Here, let me grab some actual oven mitts so we don't do some damage. Ooh, baby. Oh, it's bubbly. Wow. Alright. Okay, I gotta get that on stream. That bubble action. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got ourselves a chicken tetrazzini on a Tuesday. Let me see if I can get a nicer angle. That is a really shit angle. Hell yeah. Thank you, I agree. Let's see. Let's get a close up here. That's too close. Hold on. I'm gonna get the hand cam. Let's get the helicopter cam in here. Oof. You guys see them bubbles? Hold on. Let's get it to focus. Look at that. Some bubbly goodness. Nicely browned. It's kind of crispy. Smells like chicken and cheese. This shit will definitely put your ass into a coma. Okay. So I'm gonna let it sit for a second, or maybe, yeah, fuck it. Let's just get in there. Let's just get right in there. So that looks good. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. Get my scooping spatula. All right. It's stuck to the walls. It's a good sign. That means it was baked well. Okay. Mushrooms, some cheese, chicken. Definitely a good amount of breadcrumbs there. Honestly, maybe there's like a spot in here that has a shit ton of mushrooms, but I would love to have like, okay. There's a good amount of mushrooms in there, but I would love to have like a lot of mushroom. I'm a mushroom guy for sure. But, yeah, let me get this out of the way. Ooh, this is where nice fresh parsley would be on top. It would be nice. Hold on. want to get a close up of a laptop cam. Hot. All right. That's as close up as we're getting. Okay. Then let me get some parsley out. Bear with me. Gotta get the fancy garnishings. It is important. Eat with our eyes first, folks. We eat with our eyes. And this one be for I'm gonna keep that one whole. This can just get sprinkled. It was reminding me of that dish that I made at your house, Pierce. Except the chicken is shredded now. Oh, and there's no tomatoes. Yo. Oh, I was totally gonna put tomatoes in here. I was too focused on the recipe itself. Alright, we gotta do a taste test. We can't just not do a taste test. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just needs the tomatoes. Yes, I bought some today. I will, I'm gonna add them later when I eat these, or when I eat the leftovers here. Cause like, that's a lot of food, man. That's a lot of food. Okay. Sniff test. It passed the sniff test. It smells really good. Mm. Pretty damn good. Quite fatty, but smooth. The noodles are really well cooked. Um, I read in the comments of the recipe, the like main recipe that I took a lot of the idea from, and there was someone complaining about um, it being kind of like the chicken being kind of dry when it comes out. I can see that complaint, but like really, it's not too bad. Mm. Hot. Oh. Mm. Oh no, that is really good. Mm. I think I got some of the chicken with the Worcestershire on it, which the recipe doesn't typically call for. But I decided that it would be nice because it helps tenderize the meat, I think. I'm pretty sure Worcestershire does. Um, at least that's why I decided to add it. But the flavor is nice. Really, really nice. Salt levels are good. I would probably put more Parmesan on top. As crazy as that sounds. Because, like, there's 5 cheeses in here already. Mozzarella, Swiss, Monterey Jack, cheddar, and Parm. But it's nice. And we definitely got that, the lady who was doing this recipe said that her favorite part was when she added the butter on top of the breadcrumbs, and it added that really nice. Like as you can see, it's kind of like um, nicely stuck to these pieces, and it's actually like quite crunchy and nice. Mm. I will be doing my breadcrumb topping like that from now on. But we learned a lot. We learned a lot from the stream. We learned. Ooh. Mm. Yeah. I would definitely advise putting Worcestershire on top of your chicken when you do this, because that's really tasty. Um, we learned how to do the breadcrumbs nicely. Um, we fucked up a roux. So we learned like how to do a roux more effectively, I think. And oh, let's put some lemon on here. I think I went heavy on the parsley actually. So again, like I'm not that huge, the biggest fan of parsley. Yeah, just a little bit of lemon. Is there a freaking seed in there? It's like the tiniest slice. But lemon is great, especially for like fatty dishes that like have a bechamel, or just fatty dishes in general, because acid cuts fat, slices right through it. So it really lightens up a dish. So cream sauces really love um, lemon. So let's say you're doing like a cod dish with a cod fillet, whatever. Um, that can be really nice if you do like a cream sauce, rosemary, basil, thyme. Actually, I would probably just do rosemary and thyme with the cod, and then cream, a little bit of nutmeg, and finish it with lemon. And my God. Or you could even put like the zest of a lemon. And why lemon zest is good is because lemon zest, it gives you that lemon flavor, so it kind of lifts up a dish, but it doesn't um, fizzle out so much. It definitely penetrates the dish. So to give you an idea, if you use lemon zest, then it will maintain its potency and flavor a lot more strongly than if you just use the juice of a lemon while you cook it. If you add lemon zest to a dish and you're cooking it, so mid-cook, it's actually advised to cook your lemon zest or zest a little bit because it helps reduce the bitterness. The pith, I mean, you want to cut off the pith, but like the zest itself can be a little bit bitter. Um, so it's definitely a good idea to cook it. But for example, if you add lemon juice too early, you'll just like totally numb the flavor. It'll totally dull the flavor, and you won't really have that lemon flavor. I'm not sure what the flavor turns to, possibly bitter. Um, but yeah, it definitely is better to use lemon zest if you want to add it like early on in cooking. So if you're making like a paella or something, then you'd add your zest early on, and then juice at the end. Typically, that's how you want to go about it. More cheese, more flavor town, baby. Hell yeah. Bussin' and bustin', bro. Yeah, that's at least 3 days for sure. Okay, so I'm calling that. That's it for the stream. That's it for the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it, and thank you for the subs as well, Logan. I know you're not around, but appreciate that. And Pierce, thank you for sticking around. Appreciate that a lot, my friend. And I'll catch y'all on the Flip Town. Peace.